Any news surrounding the Marvels gets roasted by people who are upset with what they're doing to the MCU, and they finally released a teaser trailer since the movie isn't getting delayed for a fifth time, and it shows just how far they're going with the MCU, gender swapping the villain, and it highlights the incredibly cringeworthy dialogue they think will win fans back. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. So starting with this Bounding into Comics article, the Marvels trailer doubles down on quirky MCU humor, reveals another gender-swapped MCU villain. Marvel Studios released their first teaser trailer for the upcoming Marvels film, and it is front-loaded with more of the production company's quirky humor that moviegoers have finally begun to reject. Now, every single MCU film has had some kind of quirky humor in it. They have just gotten so bad with it. They just don't understand the jokes that people used to laugh at versus what they're shoving into movies now that make people sick and tired of their films. The trailer introduces an odd mechanic that sees Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, Teyana Paris's Captain Monica Rambeau, and Imani Vellani's Miss Marvels swapping physical locations with each other when they activate their abilities after Rambeau enters a wormhole. This is truly what they thought would work. The premise of the film, yes, is that whenever they use their powers, they swap locations, and I'm sure it's going to make for a cool scene at the end of the movie where they all finally come together and they learn how to utilize this ability, and then, like, they're fighting, say, 3 different main villains, and then they keep swapping places, and then that's how they save the day, and they beat the baddies at the end because they know how to use it properly. But I'm sure the first half of the movie is just going to be so annoying to watch that they are gonna like hate it, and they're gonna get mad, and maybe they'll even get in a fight because they keep swapping places, maybe even by accident. And it's gonna be a movie with 3 main female characters who are going to be arguing half the time. And we are going to actually take a look at the likes and dislikes on the trailer in a moment, but it says along with that, we did get an official description for the film that reveals the wormhole is connected to a Kree revolutionary. In fact, the trailer appears to show a woman wielding a very similar hammer to the one Ronan wielded in the first Guardians of the Galaxy film. It does say, though, it's revealed that this woman is actually a gender-swapped version of the obscure Kree character Darben, who, of course, in the comics plotted with a general to assassinate the current ruler of the Kree. Now, this obviously is going to be an extremely controversial choice, and it's one that I, of course, don't agree with. If they wanted a female villain, there's plenty to choose from, and in my opinion, gender swapping a character is an almost guaranteed failure because there will be superfans who will be furious at this change. I get the idea of having all female main characters versus female villains, but they should have just either created someone new or chosen a different, already established female character. And I do think that this is funny because I feel like a lot of people are not going to know who this actress is, but this actress, Zawe Ashton, is actually Tom Hiddleston's wife. So clearly she got this role because she is married to Loki's actor, and he was like, hey, my wife wants to be in the MCU, and they were like, okay, let's just put her in this role. We need someone anyway. But heading on over to the trailer, it is currently not being ratioed negatively quite yet, but it's getting there. It is sitting at 11 million views. It's been up for only a day, and it's #1 on trending, but looking at the likes to dislikes, it's catching up quickly. 376,000 likes to 290,000 dislikes, and as the Cosmic Book News article said, it is already the second most disliked MCU movie trailer on YouTube, because number one was She-Hulk, and it's sitting at 556,000 dislikes. And since this trailer has only been up for a day, I definitely think it is going to surpass She-Hulk's trailer, and this will become the most disliked MCU trailer on YouTube, which is honestly just kind of pathetic and hilarious. I never had high expectations for this movie. It's not a film I am excited for. I'm not a fan of any of the main characters, and I just don't think it's going to be all that good. Maybe it will be. I'd love to be pleasantly surprised, but it's I mean, not in my book, right? I'm not expecting to have to make an apology over my criticisms when this movie comes out. Scrolling down, though, just looking at some of the comments, a lot of them are actually pretty positive at the top. A lot of people think that it is being botted, 43,000 comments, and a lot of them are positive. I don't necessarily know if it's being botted, but of course, one of the trending comments here is the Rings of Power template. I love how Kratos said to Atreus, "Let him cook," gave me goosebumps. Absolutely love the part when Fury said, "I am the Senate." Wow, goosebumps. I love this template. I think it is absolutely hilarious, but I bet companies like Disney hate seeing it. I bet they are so pissed at seeing this on all of the trailers that they release now. Loved it when Carol said, "I am Marvel." The idea of characters switching places at any time they use their powers is such a cool idea. I don't necessarily think it's the worst idea that I've ever heard. I just feel like as we are watching it, it is going to get annoying extremely quickly. It's going to wear off very quickly, and maybe they know that and they only have this as like the first third of the film, but they are really pushing this idea, so I don't think that they're just going to end it after, you know, one or two scenes and be like, "Oh, look, this whole thing that we marketed in the trailer, yeah, it's done now." At this point, I don't really see a way that this movie will go down well. I mean, it's already being massively disliked. People are roasting it online. This is going to be a movie I feel pretty confident in saying is going to take a massive amount of backlash. People are just not excited with the content that they're seeing. But yes, so far the trailer is the second most disliked MCU trailer on YouTube. They are doubling down with this new quirky humor, and they have gender swapped one of the villains in the film, and everybody is pretty skeptical about how this movie is going to turn out. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you found this important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.